Sweet 3 2019 is kicked off with quite a depressing start. However, there was something that saved it, and that was the Nintendo Direct. Just under 45 minutes of pretty much pure bliss, with almost everything being announced being amazing and surprising all at the same time. But there was one thing that really piqued my interest and really hit me close to home, being such a Pokemon fan that I am. And that is that we may not get every single Pokemon that we've ever owned from Pokemon Bank and from all the older games to be brought up to the new game Sword and Shield. But what does that really mean? And are we mistranslating what we heard? Right after the Nintendo Direct for E3, we were treated to a Treehouse event featuring gameplay of Pokemon Sword and Shield with Shigeru Omori and Junichi Masuda from Game Freak. Along with some of the amazing stuff that was shown off in the Treehouse, we also had a kind of depressing bit right at the end that brought a downer for most of the fans of Pokemon. I'll put the exact quote that was translated up on the screen right now, so it's a little bit easier to follow along. So the main gist of what Masuda said about bringing all your old Pokemon up from your old games into Sword and Shield was that only the Pokemon from the Galar region PokéDex would be transferable up into the game. This did not go over well. Some are on the fence and saying, oh, maybe later on they'll patch it in and we can bring all the Pokemon up just like they did with X and Y in Pokemon Bank. And yes, that is something that may happen in the future. But what was plainly said, and I quote, players will be able to transfer their Pokemon from Pokemon Home only if they appear in the Galar region Pokédex. So now the question is this bad or is this good? Now I'm once again gonna sit right on the fence for this one, leaning towards that it's an alright idea, because for me, even though I do competitive battle and I do like to breed all my Pokemon up from scratch to make them the best that they can possibly be, it's not a big feature to see Landorus in everyone's team and Kyogre just sweeping everyone. I like to create my own unique sets and really destroy anyone that I can with my own style and my own favorite Pokemon to at least prove to myself that all the Pokemon that I love, even if they're not loved by other people, can be used if they're used properly. Again, it might be an unpopular opinion, but one of my favorite games was Black and White. Not for the storyline or anything like that, but that they didn't give you a choice but to use every single Pokemon from the Unova region. You were forced to use the Unovan Pokemon and to utilize them as you saw fit. You didn't have another choice. I thought it was a downgrade in Black and White too that they brought other Pokemon from other generations in, especially when you can catch Riolu and other fan favorites like Mareep in such an early part of the game, really destroying the diversity of everyone's team by the endgame. That being said, of course I've got my favorite Pokemon and I wish I could carry them through every game that I played, but when I do play a new Pokemon game, I want to experience it with the new Pokemon first, and then go back on a second run through with my favorite Pokemon and destroy the whole game now that I know how the game works. And as stated before, it's always possible that they could patch the game or even give us a new app on the Nintendo Switch that we can battle using whatever Pokemon we like from Pokemon Home with each other across the internet. But for the main game, I am happy to just leave it as what it is, and I'd even be happy if the Galar region was filled with only Galar Pokemon. And of course, it's very, very likely that all of the Alola Pokemon will be included along with all of the Kanto Pokemon, since they can't seem to let that one go. They won't give any other Bandering to Johto or Hoenn or anything else, and I have a feeling that a lot of Sinnoh Pokemon are going to be included as well. It's extremely likely that a lot of the legendaries are going to be cut, which is going to change the metagame for this game, and it's actually going to feel like something fresh if you ask me. I'm going to look forward to battling online, not seeing the same teams over and over again, until we get the Galar region teams that will set in and be used by absolutely everyone who hack their Pokemon in. But for the time being, let me enjoy this. But I've gone on for quite a while now, so let's wrap this up. In short, I don't think this is going to be a bad thing, and I'm sure that we're going to be able to use all of our Pokemon eventually in the series. They just introduced Pokemon Home, and they're not going to throw that feature away, so it's definitely going to be used eventually in the series. It's still going to be an amazing game, and it's got amazing new features. It seems like Megas and Z-moves are gone, so yay for that. Again, the meta's going to change completely, it's going to be a fresh experience, and hopefully people can enter it with an open mind and enjoy Pokemon for what it is. Pokemon, the different creatures, training your favorites, making them the best they can be, and then pitting them to the death in online battles. A lot is about to change, but it's a brand new world, and I'm ready to embrace it with whatever it has to offer me. If for some reason you happen to stumble across this video and you do have an opposing opinion, I'd be happy to talk about it in the comments below. Other than that, my name is AJ Splutter, and I'll be right here.